You know, it's okay.
I thought you said you were in a yapping mood.
Well, yeah, but like, I feel bad if I'm like interrupting whatever you're doing.
No, this is probably the best time to call me. What's up?
Nothing much. I'm just see how you're doing.
I'm good. How about yourself?
Fine.
Just.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. Recently, I've just been like, I don't know, I just miss like us talking. And like, I haven't like told anyone, but like, I'm high-key like really depressed.
Why?
I just like
Been in the gym and stuff.
What?
So you've been in the gym and stuff, eating good.
Yeah, but that's distracting myself. Like, that's all I do is I just like pick up more work shifts and like go to the gym.
Yes.
And like, I don't really have many friends, and like,
really?
I don't know. I mean, I have friends, but I don't have. I have friends, but like, I don't have like people are like. I have like maybe 2 people I confide in.
So, Dylan?
No.
You're not cool with her anymore?
It's not really.
Why not?
Basically, do you remember my other roommate, Hannah?
Yeah.
She like. Basically, Hannah, and Dylan were supposed to live together next year. And I was like, and then I was talking to Dylan one day, like when we went to the gym together, when we used to, and she was like, oh, like, I'm not gonna live with Hannah next year. I was like, oh, why? And she was like, oh, I just like, decided I'm hanging out, or I'm gonna live with my friend Julia. And I was like, well, what are you gonna do about Hannah? Like, I thought you guys already signed it. She's like, no, like, I'll just tell Hannah, like, I'll have a conversation with her. And then one night I was like in the kitchen and Hannah like came to me crying and she just was like, yeah, like Dylan, there was not much of a conversation. Dylan just told me like I'm not living with you next year. And like Hannah doesn't have like many friends, but like it just like broke my heart because like she told me, Hannah was like, don't tell Dylan that Dylan is probably the reason why move schools, transfer.
Ooh.
And like and like she wants to move back home.
Where's she from?
She's from Boulder, Colorado. Or like kind of like Denver, but she'd go to University like of Boulder. Yeah. And
why like more than just that or
I mean there's that and that like maybe really, really it broke my heart because Hannah's like she's just like so sweet. And she's like a little freshman that like lives off campus and like that and then like I don't know, recently she's been on something like she just like doesn't talk to me like and like we'll be in the kitchen and like I don't know, it'll just be really awkward, like it'll be like forced awkwardness and then like she'll text our like group chat and just be like, can you guys actually clean? And I was like oh like I did but okay, I don't know, it's just like little things and like I don't know. But yeah, I'm not really close with her anymore. I also have a 32-year-old single mom living with us now.
Oh shit. Cool.
You're not paid to fail. Get back in the game.
Who are you living with next year? Sky?
Yeah, I'm living with Sky and then I don't know if you saw my picture I posted on Instagram story, but they're all in that picture. But it's been Sky and then her current roommate Gabby and then this other girl Maddie.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah, I'm really excited. They're all Christians, so I'm really excited. We're gonna have like a cute little roommate Bible study.
Nice. That'll probably cure your depression.
Probably.
There's just like living and shit, like with like Dylan and without you guys being like close anymore. We've gotten you down in the dumps in school.
I think so, but I've just been like overly stressed and like luckily I've like put my stress just all on like my faith and like God, which is nice, but it's just like I felt like really like alone. And like I'm not like saying that that's the reason I was reaching out. I've actually been thinking about like reaching out for like
everyone gets lonely too.
Well, yeah, but I've been like thinking about reaching out to you for like a while. Like I had like a whole conversation with Juliet and stuff the other night, and like I was gonna call you then, but then I just didn't. But like I don't know. I just like, cause like I do miss when like you were like my best friend. Like I do miss that, and like it was just like really easy to talk to you. And I don't know, and it's just like hard. Like I've like literally this whole semester I've like wanted to transfer schools.
Jeez, where do you want to go?
I want to like.
What? Really? Like I feel like at least when I was there, it seems like fun.
Oh, I dropped AD Pi. I don't know if I told you that. Yeah.
About like Allie and shit. You still hang out with her?
Yeah, I do. Allie also dropped. And then my little also dropped.
Oh shit, the whole fam dropped?
Yeah, but AD Pi was pissed me off because I dropped and like it was like my like Nevaeh dropped 1 week, I dropped the next week, and Allie dropped this week. And like they reached out, like AD Pi reached out to me like over Instagram. They were like, "Hey, so sad to see you go, but can you like remove us from your bio?" And then they unfollowed me. And I literally was like, bro, okay, like, I like,
damn, bunch of fake ass hoes. Anyway, I mean, yeah. So I mean, without all the fucking drama and shit, like it's probably pretty quiet, you know, a little quiet. Just hang out with your AD Pi friends, like. MJ, Bridget.
Oh my gosh, no.
What do you mean, no? Like, what the fuck? First of all, I'm glad I'm not a girl, dude. Because, like, holy shit. Like, if I didn't know anything, dude, like, your friends were fucking Bridget, MJ.
I still hang out with Bridget, yeah.
And that's the one that I would probably think you would hang out with least out of all of them.
I know. Well, MJ, like, she just basically, it was just this whole situation, and she like ended up screaming like "fuck you" at me and Juliet.
Oh.
And like, yeah, and they were like when she was like really drunk and we were sober, like at like we were literally like stone cold sober at the bar, and she ended up like she was like blackout and she screamed like "fuck you," and it was just this whole thing, and then like she didn't like text me or Juliet for like weeks, and like it was just like it's just like a long story, and like yeah, she basically just said that, and then she wouldn't
keep it down, we're not done yet.
Not too long at all, like I don't even understand like what you mean. And then she apologized to me about the, and then like I reached out and I was like, hey, like I'm just really hurt about the fact that you didn't ever reach out, like. And, oh yeah, she also had to get pried off of like Juliet. Like it was bad.
She had to get what?
Like pried off of her. Like she was like shoving her. It was bad.
For no reason?
Yeah. Yeah. Well, it was just basically like she got mad at Juliet and was like threatened to not talk to her for the long because Juliet and her ex broke up. But it was like they still talk. Like they've been best friends since 8th grade. I know her like. Ex, he's actually a really good guy. Like he actually is like working on himself, like genuinely. Like he got a therapist, like he's doing a loop every day. And like it's like literally it was the best situation. Like it's like whatever. And she got mad, was like, why are you still talking to him? And I'm like, it's literally it's their relationship. Like why are you mad? And so she'd be like, I'm not gonna talk to you for, and Juliet, mind you, is MJ's little. And so she'd be like, I'm not going to talk to you, and like would ignore her. And then she started ignoring me, and I was like, is that because I'm friends with Juliet? Like, because Juliet's like one of my best friends. Like, I don't understand. And then, yeah, she just like was really rude. And I reached out to her like weeks after that happened. And I was like, hey, like, why haven't you reached out to me? Like, that really hurts. And then she was like, oh, like, it was just really fake. She never apologized. And then like she posted me for my birthday, but never texted me happy birthday. And I was like, okay, like. Thanks. Like I don't know. Yeah, so I don't hang out with MJ, which is fine. And like I don't know. And like it's just really telling because not like anyone from AD Pi has reached out to me, so I don't truly care.
Like reach out to you about like the situation?
No, like reach out to me about dropping. Like anything, anyone.
I mean, yeah. I mean that's. I mean, it sucks, but like it's also like a nice little like it shows you like who's like a real friend and who's like fucking just there for like the pictures and shit.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, honestly, like that's something that like personally for me like that's something that I got used to real like something that I like. It's something that you just gotta get used to. At first, it's gonna hurt, and then you're just gonna be like, I like it better this way because you don't gotta act a certain way to anybody and shit.
Well, and that's why, like, exactly, like, that's what I try to, like, understand and stuff, but it's just, like, hard because it, like, is very fresh, and, like, I also, like, am not, like, involved in, like, sumo. I mean, granted, I'm really happy I went on the mission trip because now I'm involved in my church more.
Yeah.
But, like, I don't know, it's just, like, hard because, like, everyone has people, and I have to just accept the fact that, like...
Yeah, you told me before that the sumo people were kind of fake, though.
One tango left.
Yeah, they're very, very cliquey. And, like, I've tried so hard to, like, not whatever, but it's just, they're just very
like
cliquey.
I said, bro, like, it doesn't matter if you put a label, like a church label on it, bro, you can be a fucking bad person and still, like, you know what I mean? Not to be like that, but, like, you can still be a fucking, you can still be a piece of shit, and just because you do this and that doesn't really take away the fact that you're not nice to some people, Like I said,
exactly.
At the same time, like, that's something that, like, it's funny because as much as I'm a Christian, bro, like, the people that I disagree with most are the people that are exclusively Christians, like, people that like are too exclusive. Like, I've grown to low-key hate exclusive Christians. Like, not hate, but, like, they're the least open-minded out of anybody I know. Like, I'm not even trying to be like that. But, like, they're the least open-minded out of, like, literally any, like, I'll have people that I disagree everything with, but, like, it's just, like, it's a way of, like superiority, Like, they don't think so because they like to justify it and, like, we're just super close, like, we're in this church, but then it's like, you got you who wants to do things with them and they just don't, like, invite, like, as far as I know, they didn't invite you.
Yeah, I was actually talking to my friend about this the other day. So my friend, his name's Michael, he's gay, and he... What?
Sorry, I got excited.
He's gay, and he was talking to me, because I was, like, not, like, crashing out, I was just, like, talking, and I, like, explained, like, everything, because, like, about you, like, okay, not like in a bad way, literally, I was just talking, because, like, and then he was talking about his, like, old, like, situation, like, kind of like ex, I don't really know, and he was saying how his, like, old ex was, like, it was just, he was very supportive of him, but then he was like, okay, like, if I were to ever be married to a man, would you come to my wedding? And he was like, well, as a Christian, I'm not allowed to say, like, yes to that. And, like, he was, like, and then he, like, stopped talking. He was like, why would you, like, what? Like, and he's very, like, Republican, and he just said how his, like, values...
His boyfriend?
Well, no. So, basically, that's his best friend, but, like... No, it's his best friend, but, like, it was just, like, very kind of flirt. It was just his best friend, like...
Wait, so his best friend that he flirted with has, like, a problem with gay people?
No, he supports Michael, but he has a problem with gay people. Like, he was basically like, well, you can be changed in, like, the future.
Yeah, but, like, you said he, like, flirted with him and shit, like...
No, yeah, that's why it's confusing. Anyways, yeah, he was like, yeah, I know. And Michael was explaining his situation to me. He was like, yeah, my old best friend, like, we haven't talked in, like, probably months because, like, he can't get over the fact that I'm gonna stay gay. Like, and that, like, God can't, like, I don't know. And, like, he was like, for him being so Christian, that's just, like, I don't know. And I like told him, I was like, that, yeah, that's crazy because that gives, like, us, like, a really bad rep. Like, that's why I hate, like, when people are like, well, Christians on the bad rep. Well, yeah, it's those people that, like,
bro, it's true,
say stuff like that, and then they're like, well, in the Bible it says, no, bro, it doesn't say, like, God hates gay people in the Bible.
Literally. Dude, this is, like, it's fucking, like, it was hard to explain that to you, because at the time, like, you were super, like, all the way in it. Like, I'm not saying I'm not all the way in it, I'm not saying that at all. But like at the time, you were like just on absolute fire, so like you didn't see my point of view as well. But like, bro, I'm telling you, bro, like like I said, I'm 100% Christian. Like I said, I try my best to be the best person I can be. But at the same time, like, when you see the people that do the most fucked up shit, it's always fucking Christians. Like I'm not even trying to be like that, bro. People that and it's why Christianity has like such a shitty rap. Like it really does, bro. Because like if you're talking to someone who's not Christian, you tell them you're a Christian, they always get like. And people will say, like, oh, they're just afraid of Jesus. But, like, nah, bro. Like, it's not that they're afraid of anything. It's just that fucking Christians always, like, put up this act that they're just perfect. And, they're not trying to they're not trying to get lectured 24/7 by random people about, you know what I mean?
No, yeah. It's, like, I mean, I wouldn't say it's, like, majority Christians, but it's, like, the ones who do, like,
they're very vocal about it.
The sin. What?
They're very vocal about it. That's what
and they realize the sin that, like, they've done, but then they're like, well, it's fine because we can repent. I don't know. It's very, like...
they don't really... Like I said, it's not always... You just kind of gotta look at it as Christianity, but then you also gotta look at other people. Like, what's their, like, meaning behind it? Like, I can justify anything that I do by saying, oh, it's God's will. I could fucking go out and sleep with like 10,000 women and say like, yeah, well, it was God's will. You know what I mean? Like,
the Bonnie Blue challenge.
Like, fucking like, be like, oh,
do you
well.
know what I'm talking about or no?
Yeah, I've seen.
Okay.
Yeah, like there's like the video, and like, oh, you guys ready to fuck? And like the big ass line and shit. It's like, how long you been watching? How long you been watching Bonnie Blue? Oh, I've been watching her all my life. I love her. Yeah,
no, there was one video. There's one video she posted, and it was like a video of like 5 or 10 guys like feet walking into the room, and she's like, well, if any of these are your boyfriend's feet, like just know, like take off with me, like you should watch out. And I was like, hello, like what? Sorry, that was a random tangent, but I've like, anyways, yeah.
No, but like honestly, like, I don't have like a negative outlook on Christianity because I'm Christian, but like, dude, the people that are too much into it, like, I don't like. That's the weird part. Like, I want to be into it and shit, but like, when people are too much into it, like, that's it gets bad. It gets like really bad. Because when people hear me out, when people are too into Christianity, they start looking at people differently when they're as much in it as they are.
Last man standing. Know what to do.
Yeah, but there's the only way that I think is justifiable of trying to say that shit is be like, well, if you yourself suggest doing something with me to get me more yoked. You know what I mean? Like, hey, like maybe me and you should go to church together. Maybe we should do this group study. You know, like that's like in my opinion, how it should be done. Not like, you know, like I can't talk to you, I can't date you, I can, you know, be friends. Not so much be friends, but I can't date you or I can't have you around these people because you're not this, you know? Like saying that about anything is like see, like I think that like what you're saying is true, but like the only nice way of saying it is like basically being like, hey, like we should do this more, you know? Like include yourself a part of it, you know what I mean? Not like, because like I don't know. Like I also like my perspective is also like you see it happen all the time. Like when people are like just and like just because they're whatever, like, you know, reading the Bible and, you know, doing good things, like you can still do good things and have a bad heart while doing it. Yeah. So, no, definitely. Yeah, but dude, this. They are, when I say like they're the least open-minded, like when people try telling them that they're doing something wrong, they just will not fucking listen. They'll be like, no, the Bible told me to do this, so fuck what you're saying. You know what I mean? Like it's not like that, but you know what I mean. They're super. A lot of Christians are super passive aggressive. Like they passively, like I understand what this is.
But we were on Outreach one day, and I've never like evangelized anyone. Like that's been like
I don't even know what that means.
This is like spreading the gospel. Like,
oh yeah.
Yeah, so like I've never done that, and I was like praying to God. I was like, if it's in your will, I'll do evangelism. Or like evangelization, well, even though I don't get it, like literally they told us to go to you may have to evangelize before. And I was like freaking out. I was like telling the pastor we went with Jonathan, actually, his name. And I was like, I don't know if I can do this. And he was like, no, like, you got this, like, whatever. And we were handing out these bags to homeless people. And, like, this one guy, his name's Dents, and he's from Africa. And, I met him, like, the first day that we were there. But I didn't think I was going to see him again. There were these, like, hot spots where we were in Colorado that were full of homeless people. And I saw Dent, and I was like, oh my God, like, how are you? He's like, hey, Martin. And I was like, oh, of course, like, he was so sweet to me this day. And I ended up just talking, like, just me and him talking for 45 minutes. He shared his entire testimony to me, and then at the end, I prayed for him. And, like, that was, like, literally, like, the best experience I think I've ever had. Like that was, like, instant. Like, and his testimony was, like, really heartbreaking. But, like, he was, like, telling me, he's like, yeah, but, you know, like, even though he, like, basically watched both of his parents get murdered.
Oh. Wow.
And and he moved all, like, by himself all the way here to Africa without, like, he left all of his family. And Africa doesn't know where they are to this day. And he, like, basically was like, yeah, but even though that happened, like, I knew God was with me through it all. And, like, God has a reason. And I was like, that's, like, insane. Like,
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Like, and for me being, like, ungrateful for stuff and, like, all of that, I just, like, and then he was, like, telling me stuff. He was like, you just have to pray over it, like, and I was like, that's, like, insane that you're telling me that when I have so much and you have, like, nothing. And, like, then I prayed over him and he, like, was crying and it was just, like,
wholesome.
Yeah, it was just, like, the best experience, like, I've ever had. Anyways, that was